we have an intro, I'll say hello and welcome everyone. I'm Bani, and this is my best friend Casey, and we are a pair of literal lobes in every sense of the word. This is podcast number 2, and the first one we talked about a little bit of our childhood. There'll be more, believe me. But today I think we should do we should do some video stuff. It's been 3 weeks, 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks?
We skipped 2 weeks there, so
okay,
this
we
is
skipped
what,
2 weeks.
third week?
I've watched so much shit I don't remember any of it, but it will come to me when we start talking.
I'm just desperately trying to run my memory so I don't sound like an amnesiac.
I made a list of what I had watched in the Discord, and I added a few things that I just watched. But if there's something you want to start with because you're remembering it right now, go.
Okay, so this is in theaters, but I do want to give a shout out to this because it's an amazing film in my opinion. Marty Supreme.
Oh, I looked it up after you said that, and I've already forgotten it because I'm 40 years old.
That's fine. Just give it another 9 and then we can chat about it. Yeah, I really, really highly recommend it. You don't necessarily need to see it in a theater. It's not one of those. I mean, obviously, theater experience always enhances the overall sort of perception and your senses and all of that. But have you seen Uncut Gems?
No. No.
Okay,
I just know a lovely meme. Uncut Gems.
Yeah, Uncut Gems. I believe it's the same. It's either both brothers directing that one, or it's the same one that did Marty Supreme. It's like Safdie Brothers or something. Anyway, Marty Supreme, awesome. It's essentially like one long anxious trip of I believe a New York Jew.
Okay.
Trying to
Who's in it? Maybe that'll jog my memory of what I watched.
Chalamet. So Timothy Chalamet is the lead. And then pretty much he is the film.
He's the main character. Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember.
French Jew.
Oh, yeah. Well, that actually is kind of an important plot.
It plays into it.
A plot point. Randomly, there was a very minor character, but a recurring one in the film. I'm not going to say who he played. It doesn't even matter. But I was staring at his face, and I'm like, God, it's so weirdly like deja vu familiar. Nothing memorable about him, but just familiar. And then it clicked. He is one of the main characters from the OA. Did you ever watch that show?
Yes, the first season, and I never finished the second season.
Yeah, that's fine. Honestly,
I know it got canceled. I'm bummed, but
yeah, it's too bad. It's definitely the second one kind of goes off the rails, but I still enjoyed it. I think because I just have kind of
I think she's a fucking genius. I love
she
Another
is.
Earth
Agreed.
and every film she's done.
Yeah. So, do you remember her, like, the male counterpart that she kind of connects to? No, not the kidnapper, but one of the
inmates or whatever.
One of the hostages.
Okay.
Yeah, like Homer, I think was his name.
It's been too long, but okay.
So it's that guy suddenly in this film, and these are the only 2 roles that I have seen him in. It was such a weird connection over like a decade.
Yeah, more probably.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so this is kind of neither here nor there. It was just really odd to suddenly see him there punching Timothy Chalamet or getting punched by Timothy Chalamet. It was one or the other.
Nice.
Anyway, but yeah, I do recommend that film. It's very, very good. I actually think your mom would like it as well. It's kind of hard not to enjoy the film. Like there's something there for everyone.
Can you say what it's about without spoiling, or no? Is it too? That's the whole point. Is just learning what it's about.
It's I mean, it's not a thriller or anything like that.
It's a slice of life. So like a moment in time.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it
I
is,
love that
but
shit. So,
it's so manic and combustive. Is that a word, right?
sure.
Combustible, that's a word. Um, it's definitely that though.
Okay.
And it sucks you in. There are sequences in there where you're like cringing because there's so much, and the character is being kind of like an endearing asshole,
Okay.
and just a
Oh,
doofus
it's
all at
about me.
once. And you're like, eh, when is this over?
Yeah.
Um, I don't, so I guess it's based on a true story, and he is an American trying to break into the professional table tennis, the world of professional table tennis.
Oh, okay. Now I
Yeah,
remember it. There's a plot
yeah,
summary that'll spark a memory. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's it. Like the rest
It
doesn't even
sounds
really
like that's
matter.
just
The
the
rest is,
catalyst to what actually is going on. I imagine the music is good just based on how you're describing it, or is it not noticeable?
it is actually. It's
Okay.
funny that you mention it.
Yeah.
So I think the film is set in like 50s or something, 60s. Oh God, I hope I'm getting it right. Anyway, I can look it up later. Um, but the music is pulled from like the 80s, a lot of it.
Okay.
I don't know, it was an interesting mashup of
Oh no, I think I lost her. If you can hear me, I think you're frozen. Hopefully, it's not my internet.
um
Are you back?
yeah,
All right, I
I don't know
lost you
what
for a
happened.
minute.
Yeah. So yes, the music is
Interesting
very,
mashup.
it's an interesting mashup. I really recommend it. I think it's done super well. I think Chalamet deserves an Oscar for that role because it's just, yeah, it's tremendous, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Um,
I can't say
but
that
just,
I've
yeah,
seen enough of him to have an opinion. I think the stuff of him I have seen, he's been good, and there's nothing to note otherwise. But I've yet to have like
correct.
a blown away moment. This sounds like it might be
Yes,
it. You know,
yes,
I don't
exactly.
dislike him in
Right.
any way other than I don't really get the hype of his beauty. But he's good looking, sure. But
Same,
I'm not
same. It's fun.
fawning over
Michael
him.
and
Let's go with,
right.
you
Michael
know.
and I had a whole conversation about it, and I was like, Michael thought I was being disingenuous when I told him that I don't actually find, I intellectually understand that he has attractive features and how people might find
Sure.
the overall, I
Yeah.
get that.
I mean, he's
It
cute.
just,
Like, I'm not
there's,
saying he's ugly.
right,
I
yes,
just,
totally.
yeah, no. Like,
And that's about it.
he's a
That's
little
about
too
it. There's,
much. What's her name from Stranger Things in a wig, or not a wig? Um, they're like the
right.
same anorexic human, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, 11.
not 11.
Funny.
What's her name? The like journalist, strong woman,
Nancy Wheeler.
Nancy Wheeler.
Yes, Nancy
Yeah,
Wheeler.
they're just the same person. One in drag and one out. um,
I can tell you that Chalamet is an infinitely better actor,
oh,
but
for
I do
sure. Yeah,
understand exactly what you mean. Yes.
yeah, for sure.
And there's no sex appeal for me personally. It's
No,
just like the
yes,
chemistry isn't
yes,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a pretty model, but not as sexy. Like,
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, that sounds really
Um,
good. I didn't mean to boil it down to his beauty, but
no. I mean,
it
eventually
sounds
all things lead to, vanity,
yes,
so it's fine.
particularly with us. Um, cool. Well, I think specifically to counter that, since it's the newest thing I think movie wise, maybe not. There's a bunch, but I'm gonna go with this one. I saw Together. Have you watched it yet?
Oh,
Oh no, you're freezing again.
I think I know what.
Casey's got bad internet today.
Can you hear me?
I do. Do you have a bad internet to gay? Too gay?
Gay or not too gay? That is the question. No, I think it's fine. Here, let me check.
I wonder why it keeps cutting out.
No, I think it's fine. But you know what? It can happen,
Maybe unplug
unfortunately.
and plug the. Well, no, that doesn't make sense because it's your sound and your video.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, if it happens again, then I'll restart the
Okay.
everything.
And I'll edit around it, so not a huge deal. But okay, so together it's with Allison Brie and DeFranco or Franco. What's his? It's his little brother, not the big Franco, the
Yeah,
little
yeah.
Franco.
Right, right. The pretty little Franco.
Yes. I can't remember his name. Ani DeFranco. Let's
Neither.
go with that. Um,
Sure.
um, it was really good. I actually really liked
Was
it.
it? It's a horror film, right?
It's
Is
a
it the
horror
horror film?
film.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's now I'm realizing how do I say this without spoiling the entire plot. I mean, I guess if you see the trailer, it's about they are getting physically pulled together
Hmm.
like uncontrollably by supernatural forces.
Hmm.
And but I would say like tonally the movie is it's not what I expected actually. It's kind of sad. And
Oh,
it's definitely one of those things where it's like slapping you in the dick face with its metaphor, but in a good way.
okay.
Where like clearly the whole point of them being physically pulled together is because they're having relationship issues. So it
Hmm.
opens with the drama of like they've been together a long time. He's kind of in a depressive episode. Her life is going places, and
Hmm.
like the dichotomy of I love him, but you're like a dead weight to me,
Yeah.
and him feeling bad about that because he knows that. And so basically, she moves out of the city. They're leaving all their friends because she's got a teaching job like out in the country. And he's a musician, so he's kind of getting pulled away from his world. But like I said, he's got nothing going on. So it's them secluded in a new house, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and they go on a hike, and blah blah blah. Supernatural events occur that lead to this, and it shows up metaphorically as when they're separated, he like goes into a trance and will physically get dragged around the house like the direction she's driving out in the world, like crap like that, which is I thought it was really well done, and it's funny in places, but mostly I
Hmm.
think it's funny throughout, but it is serious and dark and a little sad, and I liked the
Hmm.
combination of all of that. I thought it was really well done. um and the music suits it. It's not noteworthy. It does that thing where the dialogue suits the scene, and I know that drives you crazy. Where it's like whatever's happening is what the song is about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
Yep.
moment they choose to do it, it's cute and it makes sense.
Okay.
And it has a really good ending. Like I highly recommend it. Like if you're not grossed out by body horror, because
I'm not.
holy shit, body horror, and
Okay.
just really good special effects.
Oh, totally.
Like I don't think there was any point where it's not a huge budget. It was like their friends have been working on it for like 10 years, kind of a film, and they finally got it made for various reasons. It was delayed, and somebody tried suing them, claiming they stole the idea, but he was like, "Here's my script from a decade ago," you know.
Hmm.
But all that aside, the special effects are excellent. The like skin combining looks fucking real, even though it's impossible. So it has that uncanny valley. Like, I know
A
this
little
isn't
bit.
possible, but it looks so natural that you're kind of like wigged out by it. Um,
Yeah.
but that was really good. I highly recommend. I think I got it on Amazon. It's a new release, so I think it was $5.99, but I'm sure it'll be like $3.99 any day now. But it was really
Okay,
good and worth
cool.
the money. I mean, going to the theaters, you would have paid $20. So
Yeah. Is
um,
it in theaters currently or not
it
anymore?
it's probably gone now, but
Yeah.
it's probably the
Okay.
newest thing that I've seen movie wise. Any other movies that you saw? or can think of. I got a bunch, so I just like.
Okay, well, while I'm thinking, you can go.
Okay, I'll see. Let's see if I can ever remember all of them. I
Mm,
finally watched Midsummer. We talked about that a little bit privately.
yes,
I'll just say if anybody hasn't seen it, watch it. It's excellent. I personally think it's much better than his first film, or not his
100%.
first film, but better than
His next
Hereditary.
one, yeah, yeah.
Hereditary is like Timothy Chalamet to me. Very pretty. Don't understand the hype. In
Yeah.
fact, if you watch the Everything Wrong with CinemaSins episode, that YouTube channel of Hereditary, it is
Mhm.
100% how I feel about that movie. Like word for word.
Really?
Everything he comments on, I'm like, yes, this is the problem. But Midsummer was amazing. I loved it. It's visually stunning. A horror movie in
Stunning, right?
blinding sunlight is such an amazing
Hmm.
concept. And the
Hmm.
color palette and the creep factor and what's her
Yeah, just
face?
all the pacing. Yeah.
Claire Danes, not Claire Danes. Um,
Uh, you,
Pugh, Gareth Pugh,
you're,
Florence Pugh. Gareth Pugh is an amazing designer. Look him up.
yes.
Florence Pugh was excellent. Again, I said I think what's her name in Hereditary deserved an Oscar for that performance. But Florence Pugh was phenomenal in Midsummer. Good movie. Recommend that. I watched One Battle After Another. The Leo DiCaprio. Not at
What did
all
you
as I
think?
was expecting based on the trailers. Do you know the film I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah,
Did you see it?
I did. I saw it
Okay.
twice, in fact, or
Oh, twice.
1.5 times, technically.
Nice. I did not realize it was like a secret government overthrow. I thought it was like a remake of basically that Liam Neeson movie where his daughter gets kidnapped and then he tries to go get him.
Yep,
Thank God it wasn't because I was like, I don't want to watch that.
correct.
This was
Yep,
excellent, I
exactly.
thought. What did you think?
It's excellent. It's one of my favorites, actually, to have come out last year. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought Sean Penn was amazing. I haven't seen him in years. It was
I
so
know,
cool to watch
right?
him come back and do such a
Hmm.
bombastic role. Let's go with that. And I want to know, does he walk like he has to poop? Was that a character choice, or has he developed that in real life? um,
Could be both. It's definitely a character quirk, I should say.
he's
I
like a
think he,
Tarantino character. He felt like
yes,
something from a Tarantino
totally.
film stuck into this film, and it was great. I loved it.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, actually, the whole film to me very much had a Tarantino vibe.
sure, yeah.
Maybe not quite this
Not the
like
dialogue, I
camera
would say.
work, um, but like the mood, some of the pacing, definitely some of the dialogue. I
Really? You
think,
think so?
like, yes, well,
Okay.
think about DiCaprio's character and like the little rants that he has. That's a
Sure.
hundred
Okay.
percent Tarantino.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's right.
Or Benicio del Toro, right? Was that?
Yep.
Yeah, he was the karate master. Let's
Such a
call him
great
that.
character. Actually,
You
I
know, I
think
love that.
for me, more than the plot, it was watching the characters. Like,
Hmm.
all of them,
Agreed.
even the daughter was amazing.
Yep.
They were so well. They could like each have their own book about them, and you would read it
Hmm.
and be interested. Like just a Sean Penn book, just a Benicio del Toro book, and they were so strong that when they would do stuff, you just bought it and went with it, even though there was no established context for why they would act that way. If that makes sense,
Hmm.
it was
It
good.
does.
Good character
Yeah.
writing. Yeah,
Yes. 100%. Yes. Good writing, incredible casting. I mean, that's what made it come to life, in my opinion, come to life.
yeah,
Um, just the chemistry that was present in all of the important interactions contributed to like half the experience
yeah.
that you had as a viewer, like the overall mood and how things progressed from one chapter to another. The
No, I
first time
agree.
I saw it was actually on, like, I specifically researched it so I would go see it in that format. It was on one of the IMAX screens that was like, have a couple choices, and this one was think it was like a little bigger. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. Um, and it
Size
was,
queen. Okay.
yeah, it was an experience for sure.
Yeah.
Because the film was not what you anticipated, because very little is given to you, and that some trailers started to come out right as the film actually came out, like as it hit the theaters,
Yeah.
they started to give you a little
Well, an
more.
award season hit, and then it was everywhere. But I don't have
Right.
TV, so I rarely see commercials. But
But yeah, on IMAX with the sound system,
yeah.
the car chase scenes, like I actually
Mm.
had vertigo a couple times, and it's yeah, it's just it
The
was
whole
cool. It
running
was
chase scene
really.
on the rooftops, and then he falls through the tree and gets tased.
Mhm.
I actually think Leo is undersold on his comedic timing.
Yep, I agree
Like
with you
he's a
there.
great
Yeah.
actor. I love him. I don't know that he's like the best of his generation. I like him a lot, but I think he's not appreciated as much for his comedy. Like the shit that he
Mhm.
does in Wolf of Wall Street is like
I
funnier than Robin Williams
I know.
levels of like just to make a
I
random
know. I
comparison. Like his body
Yeah,
movement getting in that car is the funniest shit I've
mhm,
ever seen. Um,
I know.
and he does that here. He does that good with his like shock fall. I'm sure it was a stunt double, but he was there in the moment. And like he's just got good timing for humor, I think.
I agree.
I
And I
haven't
think that
seen the meteorite coming to Earth killing film. Don't Look Up.
are you
I
serious?
haven't watched
Yes,
it, so I don't know if he's good in that or not, but I imagine he is.
he is.
Yeah.
But everyone is good in that. But that's a totally different film. It's much more it's drier and more reserved. And I think the tension between the subject and how it's presented to you creates much of the comedy.
Okay.
Um, Hope I'm remembering this accurately. It's been a while. But for this one, his um experiences while high
Mm.
are so fucking believable that you just I don't think you ever had to have experienced getting high in
Mm.
order to really truly put yourself in that place and imagine what it would be like trying to manage a ridiculous and yet incredibly impactful situation while you're functioning on,
I need you to tell me
half a
the
tank.
time, Casey.
Mhm.
I need you to tell me the time.
The time,
No, it's from the
11:40.
movie. I'm making a movie joke. No,
Fuck you. It is totally.
that
And
was
like
like
the
one of the
time.
best running jokes through it. Like, sir, I need you to tell me the time. Like, oh, so
Yeah,
good. I want to talk to your
yeah.
supervisor. Sorry. Like, there was some good
I
shit.
love that.
Like,
The resolution of all of that was so Tarantino to me. It was
yeah.
so Tarantino.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even
Anyway,
know who directed it. Is it someone I should know that I do
yeah,
know?
it is. It's Paul Thomas
Oh,
Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Duh.
Um,
Oh, I have COVID if you didn't know.
what? Are you serious?
I'm getting over it, so a cough was coming.
How did you get it?
I have no idea. And I don't know
You
for
don't go.
sure. I'm self-diagnosing. Um,
Oh, okay.
but we went
Oh no,
out. We went out Saturday night, last Saturday, or 2 Saturdays ago. And we had dinner, and I came back and I had diarrhea starting that
mm,
night, and then it lasted for like 5 days. But 2 days into that, I developed a cough.
mm,
I developed. You know how I always have nasal drip that I can't get
sure.
fixed. That like
Mhm.
tripled in production. So no congestion whatsoever, just snot down the back of my throat, and that led to coughing, and that finally all subsided. But now I have like it's not in my chest, but like in my throat, there's like a buildup. And I forgot to take a
You,
Mucinex this morning, so
did you have
sorry if
any?
I start hacking a lung.
I'm
At
gonna
the
try.
moment it hit me, I'm like, shit. She told me to go get the shot, and I forgot entirely.
She did tell you.
You did tell me, but I coughed so hard I pulled an oblique, and then last night at like 4 a.m., I rolled over or something, and I felt that oblique that's pulled go and just rip into two pieces. So now every time I cough, it's like somebody's tapping on my ribs, like, hello. Um, so yeah, that was my past week. I mean, I'm hoping my mom never got it, but I'm like, this is the time where you're going to be super contagious. So don't go to your mother for like the next week until you know. So hopefully she doesn't get it or spread it to a dying grandmother because I need that income. Anyway, sidebar of my sickness. How have you guys been? Your mom have
symptoms?
Those are my only symptoms.
Your mom?
Oh no, my mom had nothing.
Okay.
Totally fine. The whole 8 days she was here. And she hasn't been vaccinated since she was a minor. So
yeah. So I don't think you necessarily I mean
I just Googled and it was like most likely it's corona or possibly a norovirus because of the stomach thing. But the combo of diarrhea and cough, like number one result was COVID right now. But you know, who knows? I was never dying, but the cough got really bad. Like the wheezing, you could hear me whistling when I was sleeping, you know, stuff like that. Which I had another sleep study test done, and I went from 2021 stopping breathing like 55 times in an hour to 89 times in an hour because I've doubled in weight. So obviously they were like, it's going to be worse. So now I have to go for another. I'm going to try and do the mask again because there's no other option for me. I was trying to get a mouth guard in combination with a GLP-1, but I can't afford the GLP-1. My insurance won't cover it. So I'm just going to have to lose the weight on my own, which I know I can do. I was just hoping for a little help.
Wait a minute.
There are alternatives. I'm going to look into some other coverage options, but they're still expensive.
You can get it for about $50 a month.
From what?
You can get it for about $50 a month now. Okay. There are lots of online clinics.
Okay, I'll have to look for that. This was just I just got all this information like a day ago, so I have to research how if I can get it a different way. But anyway, but after the test study, I was like, all right. He said there's a second kind of CPAP called shadows. I don't know what it is. It's still a CPAP, but instead of forcing the air on its own volition all the time, it syncs with your breathing, so it's less invasive. So when I go for my next overnight sleep study in the lab, they're gonna put me in both, I think, and see if I can do the lesser one, I guess. So I'm a lot more tired now than 5 years ago when I tried to wear it. Like now I'm so exhausted. I'm hoping that I'll just fall asleep. Whereas before I couldn't do it. There was no way. It wasn't happening. So, but I have to give it another try because it's so bad. They're like, you need the real option. And I'm too fat for the surgery. And my insurance wouldn't cover it anyways because I'm too fat. So, and the mouth guard, he's like, it would help if I can't do the machines, we're going to go to the mouth guard. Because it would, that's a little better than nothing kind of scenario. But it's not good enough. Sure. And somehow I sidetracked off of film again because I love talking about myself. But how are you guys? Any health, any sicknesses? School year been okay for the child?
It's been fine.
Has he finally built an immune system, or is it still a nightmare for you like when he was little?
Oh no. In terms of rotating viruses, it's much better.
Okay.
Yeah, just much better. Now really he only gets sick if he's dragged through a weekend of no sleep. And then school starts, and because it's cold, everything your immune system is struggling, and so he just inevitably will pick something up.
Yeah.
But if things are relatively calm and regimen is upheld,
he's good.
He's okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, good,
Thank
good.
God.
Did you think of another film, or do I need to pick something else? It's hard to think while I'm yammering and we're chatting.
Oh, you know what I did rewatch? This wasn't even recent. This was like a few months ago. I meant to talk to you about it. Did you ever watch Past Lives?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Hmm.
Let me Google.
It's
You talk.
it's Chloe. Oh, I
Seven
won't
Knees?
remember. Not Seven Knees. No.
Asian film?
Yeah.
Sexy Asian
No.
actors?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't seen
Yes.
this, no.
Blended. I think the director is Chinese or Korean.
Okay.
Google it really quick because.
Cast member or director Celine Song, Korean
Okay.
English
Yeah.
film,
There you go. Yeah.
starring Greta Lee and Teo
Yeah.
Yo, and some beautiful man named Isaac Cole that I'll now be Googling. Who's
I
probably like
highly.
18 and I'm sicko. Oh my God, his arms.
Who is he even in
In
there?
the film, he plays. Oh, it doesn't even say sexy man in background. No, I don't know.
Yeah, no, he
Isaac
just
Powell is his
the
name.
cast is small,
Yeah,
so
it
if
is a small
he is
cast.
in it, he's probably like a bartender or
Sure.
a nearby customer at a bar or restaurant or something like that. Yeah.
Well, he's beautiful.
But
Call me Isaac.
so if you haven't seen the film, I really highly recommend it.
Okay.
It's like
I
that's a true
remember
slice.
this now. I have seen the trailer and had noted it
Yeah.
for sure.
So I watched it when it first came out in theaters, and then and I loved it there. But then I rewatched it at home, and the second time around, I think, it's like a quietly reserved film. So the mood that you bring into it and your own mental state and energy level and all of that is just as important for something like that.
Yeah.
You, as a viewer, have to participate to fill in the space, so to speak. It's one of those films.
Mm.
So upon second rewatch, I think it was just more appropriate for where I was mentally and emotionally, and it just hit in exactly the right way. And it
Yeah.
was like the film was over, and I kind of just sat there staring into a black screen for a while and didn't even realize I was doing it.
Dissociating
Um,
the breath of life.
yeah, yeah, just sort of lost in
It sounds like
not even
something I
my
would love.
memories, but the memories that I had just watched.
Yeah.
And it's really, really, really good. I don't even really want to talk about the film itself because you, it does, not even that it'll spoil it, but there's not really a lot that happens.
Mm.
It's like
It's a
all the connective
relationship
tissue.
film, right? A slice of life
Right.
relationship moment
Yes,
kind of
yes,
deal. Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's people sort of growing up and then reconnecting, and pretty much that's it.
Okay.
But it's like, I don't know, it's so real, and this idea of wishing or expecting something to maybe turn out one way, but life sort of takes you on a different path, and you kind of, what do you do then?
Mm.
And if you can have a redo, would you want to? And I don't know. It just
Oh, it's gonna make me sad because it's my life.
it's
It's
it's really
everyone's life.
good.
It's everyone's life is the point.
It's everyone's life,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Yes. It's I can't imagine if you can't connect to it in some way, then you're not human. So, but
Well,
yeah, I
I
really
love those
do.
tests. I'll watch it and find out.
Yeah, I really do
Where
recommend
did
it.
you
I
watch
think
it a second time at home?
I believe it's on Amazon.
Okay.
I It's
That's fine.
out like everywhere. I would
Yeah,
be surprised if you.
and I'm sure I can find it to rent, even if it's not free somewhere.
Yeah, so Amazon, Hulu, HBO Max. I think that's where I watched it. Is probably on Max.
Yeah, I remember watching the trailer, and I think it was specifically because it was on a list of like holy shit films of the year, you know.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I do remember that one.
Did it? It was definitely nominated. Did it win like anything? Let's see. Past Lives. Yes, it was nominated for Best Picture and Best Original Screenplay.
Okay,
And it won actually Best Feature. It and 2024 Independent Spirit Awards.
okay.
So, I don't know if it actually won. I thought it did. Nominated. mm, Well, anyway, yeah. So good stuff. Um,
Nice. I'll have to check that one out. Um, okay,
what?
well, in the category of rewatches, because I watched it and then my mom watched it when she was here, and I was gaming, is So Torn, which I think I told you to watch, but you probably forgot about it because it's a weird title to remember. I
Yeah.
love this movie, and I like don't know if I'm crazy or not because my mom's hard to tell. She liked it, but it was one of those ones where she's like, you know, um, or I couldn't really get a reading because it's a weird one. But it's called So Torn, as in sewing,
Oh,
SEW.
yeah, yeah. So right,
And
right.
it's like a crafter's film, which I thought she would love. But it's weird. So I don't know if it's foreign. It's got to be foreign. It's got to be. It's set in Switzerland. It's got to be a Swiss film, but it's all in English. Um,
Hmm.
but it's great. It's if you're in like a poppy, irreverent thriller mood, like
Honestly, just based on the posters,
yeah,
that's quite literally the mood that's conveyed. I mean, you can't.
can't
Yeah,
ignore it.
that's
Yes,
funny.
it's phenomenal. Even the second viewing, and it's essentially it's about a young woman who lost her mother, and her mom owned had was running an embroidery shop, and she herself is a seamstress and embroiderer and had taken over the business, but the business is failing, and like it starts with her having to close the business, and then it develops into it becomes a what if film. So
Mm.
it restarts like 4 or 5 times, with like, what if she had chosen to do this? And so
Totally,
because
yeah.
it's kind of quote unquote all in her head, some crazy ass shit happens in terms of her sewing abilities. So basically, it's kind of like, what if uh who did the latest Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr.? Is that
Oh, Jesus.
um
From years ago?
God, what's his name? Yeah, it has been years, hasn't it? Um you know him.
Um,
It's not Guy Fawkes because that's a
oh,
revolutionary. Um
Guy Ritchie?
Guy
Is it
Ritchie,
Guy?
I believe, did those films. I think so. And it's so it's like those bombastic Sherlock films. If she, like it's kind of like if she was Sherlock pulling off some crazy shit, and but she's doing it all with her sewing kit. So she
Oh,
basically
okay.
stumbles across a crime scene where two motorcyclists have shot each other. They're on the ground. There's money, a case of money and drugs. And she's like, how can I get this money? And so she begins to like elaborately involve herself via needle and thread into their world, and then like scenarios ensue, and then like another idea. I don't want to spoil all of it, but like something happens and she'll have to start over with like a new
Hmm.
thought, and
Hmm.
it's excellent, and it's action packed and it's campy and it's fun, but it's well acted. It's not like
Hmm.
cheesy ever. I wouldn't say it's
Hmm.
cheesy, but there's some really good humor and performances and music moments that are like slap you in the face, kind of almost aggressively offensive, but they really make the scene happen. It's good. I highly recommend it. And that's a Netflix one in America, at least.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
It's definitely a mood, though. Like, not a somber night.
For sure.
Even
yeah,
Aiden could watch it. It's not like bloody. There's death, shooting and violence, but it's not bloody.
Yeah. I like the metaphor, the sewing metaphor.
Yeah.
That they use here, where it's, or embroidery, kind of same thing, where you start a project, you screw up, you have to undo it and start over, kind of deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's good. And within the context of the film, it's choices. That's what they're really conveying, is life is about making choices, and you're seeing her choice options, essentially. It's good, though. It's a most good film.
See what the rating is for that one.
IMDb was kind of low, but I think Metacritic was like 95, and Siskel Ebert, or whoever's still alive, he gave it a 3 out of 4. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, it's 50. That's so weird. It's 15 plus. I've never seen a 15 plus. Okay, because it deals with drugs.
Oh, age rating. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Parental, whatever. It'd be totally fine for Aiden. If there's nothing. There's no sex. There's minimal blood. It's just fun action. Okay. He might be like, what the fuck is going on? But
he will. Absolutely. I guarantee you, yeah. Stuff like that is tricky for him.
But what I think the stuff she does with her sewing kit comes off a little impossible. And I think that's where my mom kind of lost it. But I'm no. This is the whole fucking point, is that it's like over the top fantasy. Like, and it's not impossible. It's just highly illogical. Like, not illogical, but just hard to pull off. Let's go with that. Just like, like Sherlock doing his mind palace, that's why I'm making that reference, because it's very much that cocaine energy of like, I'm going to pull all this off because I've thought of it ahead of time, and somehow it magically works, Yeah. It's that kind of thing.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And I love that.
I was going to say, is it anything like Death of a Unicorn kind of fantasy woven into reality? But that's totally different.
No, totally different. There's no actual fantasy,
Yeah.
It's just,
it's
the irreverent tone,
Yeah.
I guess. I have one other movie, unless you have another movie, and then we can do TV shows.
Go ahead. Go for it.
This one I'll be short, because it was not like a 10 out of 10 phenomenal. I was just not expecting it to be as good as it was. It's called Vicious, and it stars Dakota Fanning, and she's been plopped in a lot of horror lately, and I don't get it, because I know that's a bad thing. I love horror. I have been sustained by it the last 2 years. And I think a lot of times it gets scoffed at by the industry, and every now and then you get a Silence of the Lambs, or something that gets Oscar nominations. But in general, it's kind of mocked. But with that sentiment, I'm kind of like, I think she's better than horror movies. Like, I think she's a better actress than that, and she's kind of slumped into that recently. Like The Watchers, which was and other things, but this one I liked, and she's excellent in it. It needed her to pull off what it was trying to do. But essentially, I'm sorry.
What's it called?
Vicious, Vicious. I'd never heard of it, never seen a trailer. I just stumbled across it. I think it was Netflix or maybe HBO. But it's a psychological horror for sure, and it's kind of, I don't know that it scared me, because not many things do after you've lived with mental illness, but it was unnerving. Like, there were moments of like, if this was happening to me, I would be creeped the fuck out. But essentially she's kind of a a lost millennial, doesn't have a job, and she's staying at her parents' estate or second home or something alone, and she's got a job interview tomorrow, and so you're kind of just watching her like deal with where she's at in life. And she gets a knock on the door, and this elderly woman shows up and just kind of like sundowning, what's the word I'm looking for, confusion, like Alzheimer's, kind of talks away into the house because Dakota Fanning's like, is there something wrong? Do you need to call someone? And all of a sudden this woman pulls out like a box, and she's like, I'm really sorry, and then leaves essentially. It's a little more disturbing, and there's a threat, I think, at some point, but that's it. And Dakota's left with this box, which she tries to get rid of, but like the frog in Warner Brothers, it just keeps coming back. And essentially, if she learns through what?
I'm going to interject really quickly because I'll forget. But speaking of boxes, or let's just say various containers, and old ladies, I watched Weapons. We can return to that after.
For the first time?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so fucking good. We'll talk about that next. So to wrap this one up, because it was good, I recommend it if you are drastically into horror and you want just a psychological mind fuck. Because basically, like, she starts hallucinating her mother and things in the house. She doesn't know what's the box and what's her mother and who to trust. And it's one of those films where, like, as you watch it, you realize she's kind of becoming the other story of the old woman, sort of. And you're like she's going to be in that position. It was good. It was just good. A solid 6 out of 10, kind of thing. Maybe even a 7. Good lighting and composition. Like, it's all indoors in this house, and it's beautifully lit. The whole thing is beautifully lit. But yeah, that's it for that. So, Weapons, fucking fantastic 10 out of 10 film.
Just really quick, give me 1 second.
Sure,
I'm going to try and find, as you were talking about this film, it paralleled so nicely to this really random, or it's like low budget horror film that I saw a few years ago. I thought it was called The Box, but now as I Google it,
there is one called that with what's her blonde smiley face.
It is not. No, this one didn't have a single actor. I reckon it's okay. Truly, it's a low budget horror film, but the concept behind it is so fucking good. Yeah. Or to me, it just stuck with me. It was truly original. And it has this general, not even the idea, but I would say the method of thinking and psychological influence, let's call it that, to the character is the same as what you're describing. Okay. It's the confusion and the desire for resolution, and inevitably also making things worse for yourself somehow simultaneously, all at the same time. I really want to find it, but I'm just gonna, I mean, if I ever find it, you should watch it, but I'll spoil kind of the, I'll spoil it for you, okay?
Go for it.
So the gist of the movie is this guy, either a friend approaches this guy, or somehow this guy finds this advertisement while he's doing some other, I don't know, consumer-related business or something like that somewhere. So anyway, he finds there's an ad that he is given or finds to I don't know if it's a massage parlor or a place of something like that with special endings, or maybe it is truly just a normal
golden shower spa.
Right, just a normal establishment, but they do have this one thing, and it's like the special. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Is it the special? Holy shit, that would be awesome.
I would like the special.
Yes. So and he finally, like, there's nothing else happening in his life that might cause him to want to do something that's even like risky or potentially, but I think he's just bored. He decides to do it, and everything that occurs as a result of him purchasing the special is that's not it either. I'm gonna, oh God, is this it? It is. It's called The Special.
Totally. Foreign language or English?
English.
Okay.
Again, it's 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's
What do they know?
justified, true. However, I really recommend watching it. It's on Amazon, it's free. It is the most random kind of shit-strung concept that like seems so relatable at the same time because just because human nature. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, I found it instantly. Totally. Add
yeah.
that. Okay, and what was the Korean one called so I can add that while I'm here?
Oh, Past Lives.
Past Lives. I might already have added it, but let me check.
Yeah, so it is like he purchases the special at a brothel.
Yeah. Yep.
It's awesome.
It's
I
good.
really like watch it, and we should discuss it
Okay.
at the next
I'll watch it for next
at our
time.
next meeting because it's juicy.
Okay. I'll watch it for next time.
Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Weapons.
Weapons.
Tell
Yeah.
me all about. I've seen it twice. I loved it. So,
Oh, okay.
what were your thoughts? And I'll chime in.
Well, so first of all, I didn't know exactly what to expect, but I think I watched it kind of late, relative to its popularity. I already had certain expectations.
And we'd seen Barbarian together.
Yes, and that's very good.
That's kind
I
of what I
think I
went in
like,
with it. That's all I knew was him.
yes, right. I like Weapons more.
Oh,
To
absolutely.
me,
Yeah.
yes, Weapons it's more interesting.
A better ending.
It's better ending, just conceptually, just it's more interesting to me. I think the best part about Weapons is the way it utilizes in relation to the concept of horror. That was kind of new the way it was done. I think it was pretty original. I think the nothing was over explained, which of course I love.
I mean,
in fact, just nothing was even explained at all.
yeah. I mean, you get answers, unlike
Yes,
other
you do.
films
You're
that
not
have happened.
told.
You get
Right.
answers, but they don't over-explain. You're right. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, you sort of, I think you get answers along with other characters as the plot moves, through through its different stages. You aren't told things directly, this is not Star Trek. But there was one thing in there that did bother me. It was relatively minor, but I kind of was like nitpicking at it. I can't remember what it is now. Something in the dialogue between like two characters. Anyway, it doesn't even really matter. I like the cast. Josh Brolin was kind of an interesting. I don't know why he was. It didn't need to be him, I guess is my point. I mean, I
No, but
like
he's
him.
very good in it. Yeah.
He is. Yes, totally.
One of
He
the
is.
best fuck me's ever recorded on film. I'm not even joking. Like when he wakes up in that bed and he's like, "Fuck me," or "What the fuck," or whatever he says. Like it's so
Yeah.
good.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I
I really like the little.
I love the
Yeah.
film. I don't really, there wasn't anything I disliked, but I think the pacing is phenomenal.
Yes,
And a lot of
agreed.
people complained about the chapters thing, and I was like, "You're wrong,"
Why?
because what they thought it ruined the pacing, and I'm like, "No, no, 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 no,"
Really?
because what's happening is you're getting. I love this in books. It's one of the things that helped me become a reader as a teenager was finding books where you read an event and then you relive the same event from another character's perspective.
Mhm.
I love that shit. It's like
Mhm.
solving a puzzle in your real time. So
Mhm.
I people were like, I didn't like that we kept jumping back and having to rewatch stuff we've seen, and I'm like, you're not rewatching it. You're living a new experience in something you have
Mhm.
context for. It's not something you
Mhm.
can do in a movie normally because it's all new from beginning to end. So I
Mhm.
loved that you would switch to characters and they never repeated. You got new information with every character, and you went back and you learned why something happened in the previous chapter. Thought it was great. I love that pacing. It kept everything moving forward while growing your knowledge as the audience, as the viewer.
Yes, a hundred
Um,
percent, 100%. I
yeah,
totally agree with you. I think it was such an ingenious way to move things along without it feeling repetitious or stale. Um, but at the same time, you had this kind of same sort of like, no, almost like dryness to it, just
mm,
as you would in real life. It was
yeah,
just stripped of everything but the thing that you were observing.
mm,
And the chapter thing to me is it's consistent with that mood. It's
yes,
consistent with um, almost like case study. You know what I mean? You
mm.
would take it one piece at a time and you would piece it together for yourself. And
Well,
that's what that was like.
it
It had that
almost works
same
like a
feel.
TV show, which a lot of people are programmed for with Netflix and binge watching right now, where you get a complete story arc in one chapter, and it ends on a cliffhanger because some new shit happens, and you're like, "What the
Mhm,
fuck? Why is this happening?" And then it cuts to black. That's what got people. They were like, "We want to know why it's happening," and I'm like, "You're gonna get it. Calm your shit
mhm,
down. Wait for next week's episode." So then when the next episode started, you'd go back in time and you'd find out
mhm,
why that crazy shit was a shocking moment at the
mhm.
end of the last episode, quote unquote. I just thought that was
Yeah,
brilliant. Like it made the film work. Had it just been a straight line, I think it would have been boring. Um,
yes, agreed. Totally,
and I think, but I
totally.
loved it. I think the music was great. I love the cinematography. I loved all the casting. There wasn't anybody that I didn't like. Fucking Amy Madigan, she deserves the Screen Actors Guild Award she got for it. I think she
Right?
deserves an Oscar or at least a
Right?
nomination. She made that whole film. It
She
made me
did.
want to
Yep.
rewatch Carnival because she's that whole fucking show, in my opinion. Um,
Oh my gosh, she's in that.
she's so Clancy
Oh,
Brown,
wait,
the priest. She's the
yes.
like obsessive sister that wants to fuck him,
Mhm.
but is also like
I remember that now.
plotting.
Yeah.
Even she's more evil than he is,
Hmm.
and she's so incredible in that show. And I want to rewatch it just because I saw her in this. Um, but she's so good in this, and I get why the drag community is dressing as her. She was a huge Halloween costume. It's fun. It's campy, and
Hmm.
it could have been bad in someone else's hands, but she pulls off that. I believe this person is real. She's like an eccentric aunt in New York. You're like,
Hmm.
I buy this, even though it's
Hmm.
fucking crazy.
Hmm.
And then the stuff where she's really sick and evil and convincing this kid to murder, like to care for his parents or they're gonna die is twisted. She's frightening in those scenes. Like she's
Absolutely.
great. I love it. She's only in the movie like 10 minutes, but it's great. And then the ending is just fucking hilarious. So well shot. The way they cut the audio out and you just get the screams or her panting and
Hmm.
running.
Hmm.
Hilarious. I loved it.
I know
Like,
that was really good.
yeah.
I think the kids, um, the weapons
Mm,
actually darting through backyards and people's houses like bullets puncturing through walls and
yeah.
windows. That was
Awesome.
awesome.
Yeah. And I think
Um,
it's a common horror trope and a thing that a lot of people naturally feel. Children are scary. And I liked
mhm.
contextualizing them as weapons and not like Children of the Corn scary,
Yep,
or
yep,
Village of the Damned
right,
scary. They're
right.
they're like literal devices of
Hmm.
destruction, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And
Yes,
I
yes,
liked that. I thought that was really cool and fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great element. The simplicity of it was just brilliant to
Yeah.
me. Her visit to school was
Oh
was
my god.
is one of my favorite scenes, honestly,
Yeah. Just a
because
touch of the consumption, nothing to worry about. Consumption. So good.
everything about it was so good. None of
Costume
it
design,
was
10 out of 10. Yeah.
yeah, the is the like assistant's reaction or a secretary. I can't remember. It's the principal's assistant,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. When she's like, come in,
Yeah, right, yeah.
there's this woman to see you. Yeah.
Her, yeah, just her responses and her like lack of composure as
Yeah.
she's desperately trying to appear composed.
Yeah.
All of it is amazing. The let's call her, on discussion with the principal was so fucking uncomfortable
Yeah.
because you're already familiar with her character, so you understand really what it is that he's or who it is that
No,
he's
that's when
talking
we
to.
first meet her.
Is it?
All we get before that is flashes of her face and her like standing in the woods. But that's the first time we actually see her and she talks.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Are you talking about when she goes to their house with the boyfriend or when she's in the school?
In the school.
In the
Yeah, in
school,
the
that's the first
school.
time you meet
Okay,
her.
so it is. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're right. That is the first time. That's why it was so jarring, because it
Yeah.
actually was the first time that you get to interact with her,
Yeah.
like, in the real world.
Yes.
Um, yeah, and that was frightening. I don't know, just fucking frightening.
No, well, she's like a bird of prey, like
Hmm.
brightly colored and like eyes like caked on mascara, and she's kind of like attacking the screen with her visual presence, even though she's very cheery and kind of offhandish with him. It's a
Yeah,
great contrast. I love it.
yeah. I yeah, and the fact that everything is just kind of in broad, unfiltered daylight,
Hmm.
makes things so like weirdly striking and also uncomfortable. Like there's nowhere to hide, even as a
No,
viewer.
no, that plays for great tense moments, like when the
Hmm.
mother stumbles out of the house and cuts uh, Garner's hair in the car. It's a very tense moment
Yeah,
and a little
yeah.
funny too. Like he has a brilliant way of weaving comedy and anxiety at the same time. And I think that's
That's
what makes
true.
his films compelling because you're like
Yeah.
laughing, but you're also really uncomfortable and and he kind of throws in a lot of gore, and I think that's also a great balance tonally with everything else going on.
Mm,
If you're not into gore, I could, maybe it's not your thing, but I like the balance. But
yeah. So really good. Michael and I watched it together, and I think I liked it more than he did.
mm,
We both definitely did enjoy it. I think I just was, yeah,
no, I mean,
I
I
think I,
definitely could, like I would never make my mother watch that. I think if she watched it, she'd be entertained, but I don't think she'd like it.
mhm,
Like
mhm,
I think she'd sit through it and be entertained, but not wowed
mhm.
by it. But yeah, I definitely agree it's better than Barbarian. I love Barbarian, but it gets a little sloppy in the end to me, and a little. It goes more funny than believable, and it loses it
Yes,
a little bit. I think this holds it better throughout.
yes,
Yeah, it's
correct.
very
There's
similar
less,
tone and concept, really. Like, Um,
Um, this one, the Barbarian, from what I remember, just even mood-wise, is more, let's say, fantastical.
yeah.
This one is drier and grittier, I suppose, and the tension is more palpable here, bar none. Um, yeah,
This one I would
I
argue is real enough that I could see it, not intentionally, and I don't mean this in a dramatic way, but doing harm to the actual witch community. Like
mm-hmm.
fundamentalists, Republicans, whatever you want to call them. Like I could see them watching this and becoming scared and witch hunting, literally, like
Sure.
that culture right now that exists because
Mm-hmm.
it's very popular right now. I'm trying to get into it myself a little bit because it's a
Oh yeah,
self-help thing right now. That's how people are viewing
mm-hmm.
it. And so I could see
Mm-hmm.
this doing, not intentionally, and I don't think that was his point at all, but like dumb people being like, ooh, this shit is real. And they're, how crazy they get. These
Yeah,
people are out
absolutely.
there and
Right.
hurting our children, And I did get like
Yeah.
a little worried that somebody was going to say something stupid like that. And I'm sure if you Googled it, somebody did. But it's that
Mm-hmm.
level of believable, though, in its own
Mm-hmm.
world. Like,
Mm-hmm.
someone really stupid could buy this, as reality.
I think an element of that was portrayed very well was in the principal and the husband,
Mm,
right? Is it the principal's husband
yeah.
when like she approaches his house and they
She
let her
interrupts their
in?
12 hot dog meal.
Right, there you go. Yeah, that one. Yes. So that whole thing, like the fact that she was because hello, of course, and they're living on this lovely suburban street, and who the hell comes to anyone's door these days?
I would
You fucking
never let you
freak.
in. If you're a cop, I wouldn't
Right.
let you in unless you had a warrant. Like,
And there's an elderly person, completely fucking eccentric, obviously, and a woman to boot, and she's like asking for water. Are you really gonna stand there as a dude and tell her no?
yeah.
You know what
I
I mean?
mean, you could sense the apprehension from the principal, but the boyfriend, of
Mhm.
course, who doesn't know her, is like,
Of
of
course.
course. Like,
Right.
come
Yes.
on in,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Yeah. And
Right.
yes,
So I,
yes, it's believable. I'm not saying it's not believable, but like you can sense the
yeah,
teacher's like, fucking no. Like,
course,
yeah.
right? But at the same time, what do you like? What are you going to be like? No, and you come
Yeah.
across as I mean, it's yeah, the whole thing, like the idea of etiquette and manners, and that costing you your life. Then,
Yeah. Well, and I
um,
I love the bowl of water, and it's just an eccentricity of
eccentricity, right?
mine, and I don't even bother to explain it. That's some shit that I would say. Um, but I love that moment because it's so true. Like you would just do
Oh,
it. You would.
oh, yeah,
You
you would.
wouldn't do it. You wouldn't question it. And I think that was a really great line to write in.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
again, a
that was
great
really good. That
that scene is so
exchange.
funny and campy and off-putting and a little
Hmm.
anxiety-inducing, and then unbelievable gore instantly.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah,
think that's the balance I love so well.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that whole bit of her coming to the house and all of it, like everything that ensues. I love that. It's one of my favorites. Uh, her
all good.
bag.
Oh yeah,
I don't.
Mary Poppins
I don't-
carpet bag, 10 out of 10.
Yes, yes. It just there's so many weird associations that I have with her bag.
Yeah,
In my late teen years, I had a small collection of like doctor style bags, including like little carpet ones. Not her size, because her size I could just
you could
myself in
literally
there.
fit in.
Right. But nevertheless, like I carried those, and I have there's certain nostalgia that they invoke in me.
Yeah,
And then, she whips out this bag and that and like the bowl. And why the fuck do they give her a bowl that's the size of a cooking pot necessarily, like a
yeah.
salad mixing bowl? Like, would you do that? No, I'd probably give her here's
Yeah,
a
but
little
that
soup
that's a
bowl, I
you
think.
thing. Like you love your like tiny
Yeah,
trinkets
I know.
and All I can
A
think is men must
miniature.
love you when it comes to penis size, because you're just like, oh, look at it, it's so cute. Like tiny spoons and tiny boxes and tiny bags and. I mean, yes, it is a mixing bowl. It's not even a cereal bowl. It's pretty big, but
Mhm.
still, it was
Yeah.
there. It was the one. You know, it was one of those things where when you're caught off guard, shit just happens. You know, like you
True.
stop
Yeah.
thinking. At least I do, because I don't do well in like heightened
Right. Right. Pressure
anxiety
cooker.
situations. I just kind
Yeah.
of start moving, and I could
Mhm.
totally be like, okay, this was the closest cabinet, that's the closest bowl.
Mhm.
Zero thought was put into it. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I buy
Yeah.
that whole scene. You know,
Yeah.
but and again, everybody's cast really well. Love the tweaker. He was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, he was the first person cast, and the film was delayed like a year, and he had to like keep his hair or his weight down or something for a year,
Oh my
so
God.
that when they started filming, he was ready. And now
Yeah.
now the director has already cast him in his next film, and I think
Oh,
that's awesome
interesting.
that he like loved him that
Yeah.
much, and I thought he was great. He did a
It
phenomenal
was
job
great.
as the
Yeah.
tweaker. Like
Yeah.
everyone was good, but he
Um.
stood out to me. Like
Yeah. Oh, the needle thing. That was such a nice uh like aside. The fact that the cop has is a recovering addict and he gets jabbed with a needle. And my first thought is, oh my God, you can be infected with like a dozen different things,
yeah,
but
and
you
that was
don't
his thought
actually.
too.
Well, I think beyond that, the
Yeah,
thought there is this is a junkie. You don't want to be injected with anything because can completely wipe out your sobriety just in one flash.
yeah.
So yeah, and then he ends up stabbing him with a handful of needles, which
Mm,
that was interesting. It was there was something incredibly gross and satisfying about that.
yeah. Did you notice that
Um,
the cops? Did you notice who the cop's girlfriend was? Who comes into the
um,
gas station and berates Garner's character for getting her husband drunk again, or boyfriend, or whatever.
I do remember that. I don't know if I remember her.
It's, I'll just tell you, it's the best character from Grace and Frankie, the like sociopathic bitchy daughter. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Um, oh
She's just
yes,
me with a
oh shit,
vagina. No, I wish. I love
course,
her. I
yes.
love her.
Oh my God, she's one. Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, she's not really
She,
used here to any effect. I just love that it was her.
yeah,
Like, I
yes,
just love
yes,
her.
yes, yes.
Like,
That's yeah. I know. I have the same reaction. I was like, oh my God, hello.
yes, it's like seeing a friend. Her
Um,
character is like what I don't wish I was that because it's mean and people don't like it, but it's I picture myself as that sometimes. I love that character in Grace and Frankie. Um,
yeah, I
I'm
think
not
she's my
that because I
favorite
have no sex
character.
appeal, nor am I that confident. But I love
Mhm.
her. Just she's a little
She's just
detached from reality, or the
yeah.
way she speaks to people. And sometimes I feel like I forget to talk to people the right way. Um, so I like that about her, and she's funny.
Yeah. But I totally Brianna, I think is she is in
Yeah,
the
Brianna.
Brianna.
I
There you
think that's
go in
her
the
name in
show.
Grace and Frankie. I saw her in something
It's
else too
June
recently.
Diane Raphael. Jesus,
Whoa.
three first names.
June
Yeah.
Diane Raphael.
Hmm.
Doesn't suit her.
It does not. I agree.
We'll rename you, honey. We love you.
Hmm. Um. Gosh, yeah. I I like her so much in that show.
Yeah, she's great. Another well cast show. Pretty much everyone's good.
I don't know if she's done. She really hasn't done very much.
I've seen her pop up in other things and had the same reaction of, oh, it's Brianna. Um, she was in I've never watched it. I think it's Park and Recs. She
Oh,
plays like
yeah.
a ditzy blonde there, and I've seen some great like meme clips of her from that.
Hmm.
Um, so I would say it's been an hour and 20 minutes. Although we talked for a little bit to begin with. Do we want to do
Mhm.
TV shows in the next episode?
Um, yeah, I would say that sounds like a reasonable plan.
Okay. Then I'm okay with these being between an hour and a half. I think is a good length.
Mm,
I'd like to wrap up with some video game releases, maybe. Just
okay.
shout those out for this will come out the February 6th is the premiere of both the first episodes, if I can edit them in time. And so the week after that is the 7th through the 13th, and there's 3 games coming out then that I'm looking forward to. I haven't done like a thorough check, but there's one called Crystal Theater of Idols because that just rolls off the tongue.
What?
But
Wow.
it's a first person shooter action adventure game. All those lovely titles, but it's like Pinocchio. It's you don't know what Lies of P is, unfortunately. We should get you Steam just so you can open Steam and look at all this stuff
It
um,
has to, actually.
on that computer.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. But it's kind of hard to open things. You only have one monitor.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll have to bring you my other monitor. But anyway, so Lies of P it's a little hard for me. I haven't played the whole thing. But Lies of P is like this steampunk Pinocchio reimagining, like action, like Soulsborne, Elden Ring type game. I know
Mhm.
you know what those are, at least a little bit.
Mhm.
And so this is that, but it's guns and first person, but like everything is like clockwork. It's a horror. Everything is like
Mhm.
clockwork, steampunk puzzle, Muppet, like marionette enemies.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
It just
yeah.
looks really visually very cool. And so I'm excited. That comes out on the 10th. And then on the 11th is Romeo is a Dead Man. This one,
Um,
it's probably more video game than story, which is not normally my thing. Although I can't really tell because it's hard. The trailers have a lot of story, but it's like a weird. I'm trying to think of a comparison to like a film, but it's kind of like a guy. There's like a zombie outbreak, and a guy gets killed, and then somebody reanimates his body with like scientific helmet of some kind, and he becomes Dead Man, and you play him on like a action killing spree. But
mm.
the story has that not Cthulhu, but God, I can't think of a good example. But there are movies like this, and there's other games like this where it's kind of this is gonna sound insane probably, but Twin Peaks. It has Twin Peaks vibes,
Oh,
like that sort of
okay.
out of body, irreverent small town. Everything's a little quirky
Off.
Americana, but at the same time,
Right.
it's a
Yeah, yeah,
horror
yeah.
game, you know?
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
excited. It looks really interesting. And that's out on the 11th. And then the last one is Reanimal, which everyone will probably know. Reanimal is from
Reanima.
Ria. It's the developers of Little Nightmares 1 and 2, which are phenomenal games that you should totally play with Aiden. They're like 3 to 4 hour little horror games. He'll be scared shitless, which is the best part. But
Well, we've been training him. Has been watching Stranger Things with us, and
okay,
that's his first real foray into horror.
okay.
So it's
So
been he's
the
gotten better.
those games, and I imagine this one is going to be very similar. You play like, okay, so art style, 100%. That's why you're playing them. 10 out of 10, like amazing little. They look like stop motion little clay figures. Everything's kind of
Mhm.
like undulating and almost
Oh, totally.
almost
Yeah,
Studio
I just
Ghibli
looked it
esque,
up.
but in like horror 3D, if that makes
Yeah, yeah,
sense.
yeah. It does. I just looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, but the first one's like 2 hours. The second one's like 4 hours. Very, very manageable, and they're left to right scrolling. So there is a little bit of 3D. They're 2.5D is what they're called. So you can kind of go into the background a little and the
Mm-hmm.
foreground, but essentially you're just walking left to right, and they're
Oh, wait.
platformers, puzzle game kind of thing.
It's for. It looks like there's one for Switch too.
Could be. Yeah, the first two games might be out on Switch. Or the new. Okay, so. Little Nightmares 3 just came out. That could be the one that's on Switch. And it was
Oh, I'm sorry.
developed
I'm looking
by
at.
Not Them, which is really interesting. So they made the first two games and they made this new one, Reanimal, but they didn't make the third one. So I haven't played it. I don't know if it's as good as the first two. So they wanted to go this direction, and it basically looks like the same fucking game. So everybody's a little bit like, why did you choose to not just
Yeah,
finish the trilogy?
yeah,
But
yeah.
essentially, this one is like less body horror, human weird monsters and animals, of course, Reanimal. But you're still
Mhm,
like little characters running around in a big horror
mhm.
world. But I love their art direction. I love their music. The sound design is fantastic. They're just good little indie games. And that
Yeah.
comes
The
out
it looks
on the
like
13th.
the but the main characters are the same or something.
They're the same visually, but they don't. I haven't played it yet because actually, A Little Nightmares 2 has like a reveal in it that one of the characters is someone you know from the first game.
Mhm.
So it's possible this Reanimal might be a spin-off. I don't know. But from the look of them, they are different characters than the main characters of the other games. Just same style
Okay, so
visually.
Reanimal is on Switch too, but it looks like not the other ones
Okay. I'm
or
sure
something.
Reanimal is going to be great.
Well, yeah,
And that's out on the 13th of next week. Um,
yeah, yeah. It looks
yeah.
the aesthetics are really nice.
Yeah, just excellent art direction. In fact, the first game literally has a Studio Ghibli moment where like 100 morbidly obese fish people are chasing you down a hallway, and it does that
Mhm.
Studio Ghibli like Ponyo water, like all the fish blobs are moving after
Yeah,
you, or the
yeah.
spirits in Howl's Moving Castle, like those black
Mhm,
spirits. It does like
mhm.
exactly like that, but in the 3D game format. It's very cool. Did you remember to tell Aiden that he had that game on Xbox?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay, good.
I
I
did.
forgot to remind you that when it came out. Like,
I actually downloaded it for him.
nice.
He has not played it yet,
No,
but
that's
he
fine.
honestly just hasn't had an opportunity.
That's fine. I just it's just as long as you remember to tell him it was there. Because I was like, oh,
Yeah.
she's gonna forget she even bought that and downloaded it.
No,
Like,
no, I definitely remembered.
nice. I was just replaying it a little bit, and I'm like, after beating the second game, I'm like, wow, they were so much smarter than I even realized. Like, there's so much in that first game that you notice, but until you play the second one, you're like, holy shit, they were like telling you everything and you had no idea. I love crap like
Mm.
that. Like,
Yeah, in right hindsight, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I think he. Is there any way that he could, for example, um, play it here and then be able to continue at your house, just hypothetically, or you cannot do that?
No, because I don't have an
If you,
Xbox. And the reason
oh, right, it's an
I
Xbox.
don't
I
think
forgot.
it has cross save.
Mhm.
Um, and the reason I chose the Xbox is because I believe the PS5 is at his dad's house.
It is.
So and that's the best system he has to play it on visually. It is on
Mhm.
Switch too, but it'd be worthless. You want to play it on the best graphical capability you can
Makes sense.
because it's that kind
Sure.
of game. But he could. I might have a save file near where he is in the game, but if he
Mhm.
played more here when he went home, he'd still be at his old save file. That kind
Mhm.
of thing. Does
Okay.
he just not want to replay what he already played at my house?
No, it was more so, we didn't really even have that conversation. I was
Oh,
just thinking that it would be fun for him if he could do that,
mm,
like if he had the option whenever he visited you to also, because it's like I can tell it's just more interesting for him when there's,
someone there. Well,
like you
sit with
played
his
the game,
ass. It's a great game.
you're
Enjoy it.
yeah, yeah, you're
I
familiar.
mean, it's. it wouldn't be the game that I'd be like, yes, Casey, you need to play Final Fantasy VII to get you in the
Sure.
gaming, which I've already given up on. But it is, it's, it's deep enough, it's intricate enough that I think it's engaging. Like, there's so
Mhm.
much going on that I think anyone with a natural curiosity is going to be like, well, I need to know, like, what the fuck is happening because I'm just
Mhm.
curious, you know? I think Final Fantasy VII, I think is the best for Aiden because it's it's the most anime, meaning down and play like an hour or two a night.
Mhm. Yeah.
If he wants
Yeah.
that, or you're accepting of that. I think it's really
Yeah.
engaging. It's an engaging story. It's just a little weird because there's so much going on, and it also has. I didn't bother me at all. I've never played the original. This is a remake, but they did a thing where it's a remake, but it has they've injected new storylines where it's breaking the meta fourth wall, and it's like characters know what's going on because it's happened before. And
Mhm.
in the second game it literally becomes there's an like other timelines. It's very complex, but like I didn't feel like it didn't make sense because I hadn't played the original game. You could tell
Mhm.
as it's happening like what they're doing. Um,
Okay.
but it might be a little over his head, but you would be like, this is interesting because clearly these characters are like referencing some other timeline. Um,
Sure.
but you're still getting the core game in front of you. And if that's all you
Mhm.
understand, then that works. You know, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
People hated it
Yeah.
that they did that. I think it's a genius idea
That's
instead
funny.
of just
Okay.
literally remaking it one to one. Um,
Mhm.
it's like you get the remake plus this fourth meta wall, like breaking thing.
So is that something that occurs just throughout the whole game, or do you kind of slowly get to the point where things start being referenced?
It slowly builds throughout the whole game.
Okay.
It's where what I
Okay.
just said when I went back and replayed it, I was like, oh, I didn't realize like how many clues they were dropping from the moment it starts. But you don't pick up
Mhm.
on it until you've already had the revelation. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they'll just when you go back and play it, a character will say a line and you're like, oh, like
Yeah.
it's that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Sure.
But when you play it the first time, it gets to a point where you're like, why are there these things called whispers that nobody can see but the main characters? And the
Mhm.
whispers are like the literal manifestation of the audience fighting to keep the game as it was original versus what the new game is doing. It's very interesting, I think. And of course, it doesn't say that to you. I'm just interpreting, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
And if you don't get all that, they're just other enemies in the game, and it's of no consequence to the story.
Sure.
It's just cool. It's cool like that. So yeah, I think we'll wrap up there. Anything else you'd like to say? Do we need to schedule anything to watch? I have a bunch of shows to talk about already.
I have a bunch of movies I'd like to watch. Oh, I did forget to mention. So I watched Frankenstein, but we can talk
Oh,
about that
okay,
next
yeah,
time.
the Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I really want to
I
see
will
The
do.
Bride. Have you seen that
Yeah,
yet?
me too.
All right. I
I
mean,
don't
we
think
don't have to
so.
make plans to do that, but I want to see that really bad.
I do want to see it too. I think it's actually going to be released on IMAX,
Ooh,
which
nice.
would be nice.
Yeah.
But for Frankenstein, so I've never read the book.
Me
Have you?
either. I want to.
Yeah. Michael actually recently read it, and what he said was he's seen a lot of films like remakes and all of that. And he said that all the films there seems to be this like unspoken agreement of reinterpretation, basically. But this film is the closest. It actually does follow the book almost exactly. There
Yeah.
are some liberties taken, but overall, he really tried to do it justice and stick to the source material,
That's what I had
which is
read
kind of,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
which
It
is
was really good.
kind of nice, actually. It's beautiful, of course. I will say that I had very okay, not very. I had really low expectations of the film because his last few have been
not
okay,
good.
in my
He's
opinion.
going down the Tim Burton route, and it's really upsetting to
Yes,
me.
yes,
Not quite as
yeah,
bad as Tim Burton, but this was a good up, and I'm glad. Like,
exactly.
yeah,
So
return to
that's
form.
what I wanted to mention. To me, this was a return to better dialogue, much better character engagement. Fundamentally, it's the dialogue that really kind of turned me off in his last few films.
Yeah.
And even The Shape of Water, which everybody loves.
I'm glad he got an Oscar. He deserves one as a filmmaker. Didn't deserve
Yes.
for that movie.
No, no, not at all. I completely agree. The wooden stupidity of dialogue fucking kills me, and I cannot step over that to enjoy other elements.
Yeah.
It's like I actually have to actively participate in dissociating
Yeah.
myself. In
Yeah.
this film, I did not have to do that.
No,
The
it's
dialogue was,
excellent. It
yes,
had
it
some
was well
pacing
written.
issues. That's about my biggest critique. It drags in a
Sure.
couple places, but
Yes,
not horribly. And I thought it was excellent. But we could talk more
yeah,
next
but
week
we can
on that
discuss
one.
that
I'd love
later.
to
But
dive
I
into
did,
that one. I really liked it.
yeah, I very much enjoyed that film.
I will try to watch The Specialist, so we can talk about that one next week.
The special, because there is the
The Special,
specialist.
yes. No,
Don't watch
I
this.
saved it. It's on my Amazon, so I won't mess up.
Yeah,
I'll try
um,
to watch that for next week.
yeah. I
Um,
might rewatch it because
yeah,
it's an interesting film.
a comment. All right,
Um,
then. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening today. I hope you watched immediately after that first one. I'm a little worried about putting that one out as the first episode, but it'll be fine. Everybody loves us, you know.
of course.
But again, this is going to be on YouTube in video form if you're only listening on audio. Otherwise, I know it'll be on Spotify, and as soon as I can figure out how to distribute, we'll do Apple, we'll do SoundCloud, everything like that. It'll be, I guess, on any of those platforms. Please leave a comment. If there's a like button, please hit the like button. If you would share this with your friends and family because you think it's fun, I would appreciate it. I'm really hoping that this will grow a little. I love doing it just because hanging out with my friend is great, but I would love for it to grow beyond as much as it can. I'm starting another YouTube channel that this is going to be posted on. I'm also hoping to do content. I'd like to start reacting to some stuff. If you guys have ideas, let me know. I kind of want to react to Gilmore Girls. I don't know how bad the copyright issues will be. So I might not be able to make money off of any of that, but I just started a Patreon. So if anybody would like to join the Patreon, I'd be very grateful. There's only one tier right now, $3 a month. It's just if you feel like supporting us in the long term, it would help us get better cameras, better microphones, allow me to spend more time on stuff like this. Obviously, no pressure whatsoever. I have a LinkedIn link now where all the websites can be found. And yeah, I'm Bani. I'm at Twitch every Saturday, Sunday. Play video games, Banisteriopsis. In case she's just here with me, I'm dragging her along for the ride. Maybe she'll get her own channel going and she'll be cool and out surpass me.
No, I'll just ride your coattails.
Sure, we'll go with that. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next. Case you don't need to go anywhere.
I'm not going.
I'll see you guys. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. I made mac and cheese. Like, how often have
Ooh.
you seen me do that?
Yeah, but
This is the first time.
yeah, you made
So
mac
there
and
you go.
cheese, but it was like I bought 8 $20 cheeses and melted them in a pot.
Not this one.
Okay.
This one, not this one.
Because Aiden
This
won't
was
eat regular Kraft mac and cheese.
he hates mac and cheese
Yeah.
in general. Like he just hates it.
Yeah.
He loves the pasta and the cheese. You put that together, great. But as soon as it becomes mac and cheese, like the cheese sauce, that's it.
Yeah.
No, that's a no-go for him. He ate a little politely, not saying a word to me. But
Oh, of what you
yeah,
made?
yeah.
Oh.
There's no, it doesn't matter who makes it. It's not
Has
a thing he likes. Like
has he
Harry to
tried
make.
adding ketchup?
I think it wouldn't matter.
Okay. Because here's the thing. Even though red-blooded American raised on Kraft mac and cheese, that's just fucking disgusting, plain. But you put ketchup in it, and it's delicious, and I love it. And people are always like, that's fucking weird. Even my brother's like, that's disgusting. But
It's not
what
weird.
it tastes like is when you and I would go to Pat's and put ketchup on those eggs and
on the
cheese.
omelet.
It tastes
Yeah.
just like that, and that's what I
Yeah,
loved about
I
it.
completely get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might try it actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good.